What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Clevver News. Now, we have had such an incredible year in music, haven't we? So we're rounding up our favorite music videos of 2019.
This year was actually really exciting because I felt like there was a theatrical element that we were missing from a lot of popular music videos, and I do think we tread the line this year, so maybe this is the beginning of a resurgence and having these mini movies are the reason why we all fell in love with music videos in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I have hope.
I always said my first love in life is the music video. I feel like growing up, that's what we would do. You would watch music videos and you would study them and you'd do the dance routines. We still maybe do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm right there. I'm still trying to learn them.
There's a whole award show that speaks right to what you're talking about.
Exactly. Speaks right to my heart.
All right, so I want to start off this discussion with one of my personal favorite music videos of the year, Ariana Grande's 7 Rings video. Seven Rings was one of those where there was a story, it was just so elaborate and over the top, and I love the way it made me feel because I was watching every second because I wanted to see what was happening next, and it was more than just about the song, which is what the video should be. But I don't know, you guys, that video made me feel some type of way. It made me feel myself, but also it just gives you that weird confident vibe that you're just where did this come from? But it feels really empowering.
Yeah.
And I felt like Ariana was one of my best friends watching that video as well.
Right.
And I think a lot of people felt that way, which is why it ended up getting nearly 24 million views in the first day.
7 Rings was the top song on my Spotify for 2019 plays that I did.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it does.
I did a parody of it for my birthday. I rented a Mercedes and everything.
Oh, yes.
I also think this is such a special music video for Ariana because it was post Pete Davidson split. She had her 7 best friends with her. She had Toulouse in the music video.
Right.
She had everything that makes her the happiest in this music video. And champagne,
Right.
Yeah.
And she looked amazing.
She really
looked
did.
bomb.
Her ponytail, everyone always everyone was talking about. Remember, it was her extra long ponytail was extra
Extra
long.
long.
Yeah.
Because she bought her hair.
How much
Yeah.
is that way?
Just
How
funny.
uncomfortable is that? Even though she's laying
Oh, it has to
down.
pull you down.
It's definitely got to pull you down.
Yeah.
Beauty is
I think
pain.
what's so funny is that 7 Rings, it's so not relatable to the masses, right? But and we're in such a time where we're it's all about relatability, and it's not relatable at all. But that was the fun of it.
She created a fantasy.
That's right.
It kind of gave me the vibe of those Victoria's Secret commercials, that not in the same way, but just the visual aspect of it.
One of the things that I think makes it such an iconic moment in pop culture is the fact that a massive brand it was a massive brand, Forever 21, actually kind of ripped off. No, I'm not trying to be shady, but the fact that they actually borrowed, parts of the music video because it is such an iconic pop culture moment. And when you see big brands copying what musicians and artists are doing, you know they're onto something big.
Yeah. It ended up running at #1 for 8 weeks.
Wow.
Which made it Ariana Grande's longest running #1 hit ever.
Crazy.
Ever. So she's had
That's
a long
wild.
career. She's done so much, but 7 Rings is at this point the biggest thing she's done in terms of a music video, which is awesome.
Golf
Yes,
class.
Ari.
Golf class. Yes, Ari.
When we talk about Billie Eilish and Bad Guy, because for me, that is one of the songs and music videos of the year that I cannot get enough of.
Definitely.
Good stuff.
Agree.
I don't know any other 17-year-old this year over how many years has had the kind of impact that Billie has had in the world of music, in the world of pop culture, because she is such a force and such a phenomenon, with her talent. But this music video in particular, what I really loved about it is visually, I almost feel like it's a Quentin Tarantino short film.
Yeah.
Visually, there are things in the film clip that make you go, OMG, WTF, which we always say about things that shock us, but you can't not watch, and then you want to watch it again, and you're trying to figure out what on earth is going on. But not only is it shock and awe, the actual song itself is killer.
It's a banger.
And I'm talking about visuals from and it's also quite almost polarizing at first because you've got the blood dripping down her face and she's smearing it on her face. And before you even kind of go what's going on here, the next minute she's wearing a scuba mask and she's got 2 dudes' heads in bags next to her, and you're huh? This is why I feel very Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
And then there's this scene which I literally was what is going on? There is a dude in a desert with a sunset, and she's making a bowl of cereal in his mouth. And then the entire time, Billie is just like.
Which, I mean, who hasn't done that before?
Oh, of course. I mean, that's how we make breakfast here at Clevver News, right? That's how Emil's oatmeal bowl. But visually, like for me, it just there are so many moments visually that it really does kind of like blow your mind.
Yeah.
She is breaking the mold of what we think about when it comes to pop music, and I think this music video really does that. And it also shows you that she can like capture your attention and really hold your attention on her own.
I think it speaks like volumes to just how amazing her career will be. Like, this is the beginning,
has been.
but you're right. Like, it's like you said, she's such a force.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have seen somebody blow up as fast as Billie Eilish did, and the fact that she is only 17 years old, and it was like before long, her song was playing on every station. Didn't matter if it was hip hop stations, didn't matter if it was country stations, like legitimately rock stations. She was on everything because you couldn't not play Billie Eilish because every single person was talking about Billie Eilish.
And I mean, the music video itself has 675 million views.
Yeah.
And counting. Like, that number is wild when you think about it.
There was something about the color scheme. Like, there really wasn't one, but like the bright yellows, the bright red, her blue hair. Like, that for me was very triggering and just like captivating, especially that swirly carpet where she's like spinning around on her back and like
she literally bends over backwards.
She bends over backwards like a weird insect thing.
Exorcist situation.
This video and some of her other videos are creepy, but I can appreciate the artistry of it.
Yeah.
And I love that with Billie Eilish, what we get is, and this is not a diss to anybody, but we don't get more of the same. And I feel like with Billie's music and her visuals, she celebrates difference.
Right.
And there is a space for that out there, as we can see, because she's so successful. But everybody doesn't want to just see like the cookie cutter pop.
Right.
It's also like, we want to see something original, something unique, and we definitely get unique.
You get
with
lots
Billie.
of uniqueness
Yeah.
there.
And she's been true to this style as well. Like, if you go back and you look at her, was it Vanity Fair or Variety that did that, the 3 years where she did
Yes,
like
Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair, yeah, and it's like the 3 years Vanity Fair interview, and you see how much she's grown and evolved, yet she's still true to who she is and her style, and I really love that about her because it's authentic.
All right, guys. So my favorite video is from Lil Nas X Old Town Road featuring Billie Ray Cyrus. And the reason why I love this, first of all, Lil Nas X has had such an incredible year. And I think the reason why it makes me so happy that he's had the success, one, he's from Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. What's that shout? But also, it's just the obstacles that he had to overcome. Because remember when that song came out, he literally wasn't allowed almost to be on the Billboard country charts. There was all this backlash, it's not a country song.
Right.
And we have to get into all that, but then Billie Ray Cyrus hopped on, and then the video. Guys, the video.
So good.
What I love about this video is from the beginning, it feels like you're watching a movie because you low-key are.
Yeah.
And it tells this story, and I think that's what I miss about videos. Yeah, I love choreography, I love like visuals, but I love when it tells a story. And from beginning to end, it's telling a story. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. But it drops you back in the old days, like the Western days.
It's like it's absolutely a Western movie.
It's a Western film. And
Old Town Road.
it is actually insane how it goes from the old days, the old Western days, and then you see cameos from Chris Rock, and then you have like Diplo in there and Vince Staples, and it's just wild. But then you go to 2019 and you see how they turn the old Western into like things in 2019. You see him like upgrade his lifestyle. It's just really, the way it was shot was such an inspiring thing for me because it let me know that you can start off with a horse and then you can end up with a Maserati. So anything's possible, guys.
I think they kind of cost the same, a horse and a Maserati.
That was so deep.
Yeah, that was so deep.
Right?
Yeah.
No, but honestly, like the video it's just really fun, and he has fun in it, and there is choreography in the video.
Yes.
Is it line dancing?
Yeah.
He has line dancing in there. He has the one girl who's like killing it.
Yeah,
doing
they're
all
like
her
doing that
things.
country
Like,
Western thing.
I don't know. It just makes me really happy.
Yeah.
Also, he put like Billie Ray Cyrus back on the
Yes.
map. Like,
True.
resurrected him from Hannah Montana
Yeah,
days.
and also Billie Ray Cyrus is incredibly talented, and like I'm really happy that he got on board with this because I think it's sad that it took like something else because this song should have been recognized country-wise as well, but I'm happy that he did
Well,
it.
that's the reason why the Billie Ray Cyrus thing really moved me is because it shows the importance of allies too.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, and whatever that situation may be, but no, you may not identify in a certain way with certain, whether it be an ethnicity or with the sexuality, whatever it is, but like allies are important because I may not be able to speak to you, but somebody else who looks like you
Right.
and is like you may
Right.
be able to talk to you in a way where you're like, oh,
Yeah.
now I understand.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
Introduces you to something.
Yeah.
Or just the
And
fact that they're so far apart in age,
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I love the fact that I felt like that was your point you just made was addressed in the music video
Right.
that you see. Like the last time I was here,
Yep.
and he's like, "Don't worry, you're with me now."
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he gets shot at, and they get chased away. And I just loved how forward they were with that. That they weren't. There wasn't any subtle undertones. It
Right.
was legit. This is the story
Yeah.
we're telling, and the
Yeah.
fact that Billie Ray Cyrus was involved. For me, it was like a really big moment of 2019.
Yeah, it
that
was.
music
It really
video
was.
and that song.
It like transcended past just like a really great music video. It
Yeah,
was like a
yeah.
pop culture
Yeah.
moment, and then it just became like a cultural moment.
Yeah.
And now it's just life.
Okay, so I have to say that my favorite, and I have to thank you, Emil, because your interview with Todrick Hall, Taylor Swift's bestie, you brought up nails, hair, hips, heels. This music video for me was like everything I've always ever wanted. I wanted to be a dancer growing up. I sucked at it, but like watching him like just move and like all these tight motions, I was like, this
You
I
did
can
good
do
right
this.
there, though.
Thank
I'll
you.
give
You worked it out.
Hit those points.
Yeah.
But it just, I don't know. I knew Todrick Hall did a bunch of like the little Disney bits on his YouTube channel, but like never knew he was a singer. Like just the way, like the sleek black bodysuits, but then the accent colors for the belts, the necklaces, the heels, the nails. Like something about this was so classy to me.
Yeah.
Something
No, I agree.
about the choreography too. I don't know, but
Yes.
it reminded me of Janet Jackson, like Rhythm Nation.
Yeah.
Like that real,
The
like
uniform.
the movement.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
Yep.
there's something about that I
Totally.
really love.
So I was first introduced to Todrick Hall like back in my show choir days, and like that we used to be like one of those like competitive show choirs. I've shown you guys the videos, and like Todrick Hall was a really like a huge name in the show choir world, and like if you were in show choir and like you were in competing show choir, you knew exactly who Todrick Hall was. Like I must have been 16, 17, and he was like taking over as being like one of the best like choreographers in the show choir world, and his movements still speak so true to like show choir movements.
Yeah.
You're right, it is
Yeah.
very Janet
Janet
Jackson-esque.
Jackson, yeah.
They're theatrical, but they're like these very sharp movements.
Yeah.
But I
Exactly.
agree with you. There is something about watching when he like hits it. It's extremely powerful.
I got goosebumps. I watched
Yeah.
it 5 times today
Oh
alone.
my god.
I know, but
so
get this,
good.
he had like up to 70 different guys doing the choreography.
Yeah.
In
Killing
a
it.
warehouse.
Right.
70
Heels.
people. And
In
heels.
heels.
Yes.
I mean,
Loved
just
it.
bonkers. And 23 million views. There was the nails, hair, hips, heels challenge. Like U.S. soldiers were doing it
Yeah.
online. And then SNL kind of like did their one off of it too. So like it was just a movement.
What I loved about the video in particular was how simple yet complex it was at the same time. Like he was
Yes.
literally just in like a black warehouse
Yes.
looking thing and
Yeah.
just simple lights in the background, but it really drew the focus to the choreography and the makeup and the heels and all those different things.
Yeah.
But what I also loved is it was a song or is a song where after you listen to it a few times, like you can do all of those movements.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you
I
guys
think
are
you
singing with
do
the fan for me, fan for me. Like
Yeah.
like it makes you want to do it.
Right.
And like
Pose
it has
for
so
me,
many
pose for
things
me.
in there where you just like literally if I say right now, girl, what did that girl
Girl,
just
just
say,
say
girl? Girl. Like it's just like, oh, it's iconic.
I love how it was like an anthem for the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
And that's why he did it initially. Like
Yeah.
with the 50th anniversary of Stonewall, Pride Month, like it came out in May, so Pride Month is June.
And they looked like they were having so much fun.
Yeah.
So
That's
much
the
fun.
thing, because you've got so many people on that set, and it must be hard work having to move in sync, yet they didn't look like they were trying.
And the part that they nailed is the very end with the pop of the confetti and the sparkles. They did it in one take.
Yes.
Then they throw the fans up and they're just like,
You like kind of have to do it right the first time because who's
Right.
gonna clean it all
Yeah,
up?
that's
Right.
right.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, you guys, all of these music videos that we've talked about so far are great, but we have to talk about my girl Normani. Okay? Motivation was what I get emotional talking about it. It's one of my favorite music videos of all time. And
Yeah.
that's saying a lot
Yeah.
because I'm a big Beyonce fan, I'm a big Michael Jackson fan, and they're like music video giants.
Yeah.
Okay? So first of all, I've loved Normani since Fifth Harmony. I was a huge fan, and not that she's been in the background, but I feel like she hasn't been given the credit that she deserves.
She has actually said in an interview she was always hiding. She
Yeah.
was hiding, like,
She
that
was
was her
hiding
thing.
for a long time
Yeah.
because Camila was the quote-unquote front runner, and now it's so nice to see Normani come out of her shell and just get to shine on her own. And this music video, listen, she
Yeah.
shut it down. She shut it down.
down.
The choreography, the throwbackness of it all, because it played homage to like Sierra, Britney Spears, Beyonce, like 106 in
J-Lo.
Park,
Oh,
BET.
106 in
Yeah.
Park would have had me
That's the part. That made me emotional because it starts off with her like young her watch or like a young whatever girl watching as if Normani's video was premiering on 106 in Park, and then it goes into her video, and it just makes me emotional. And like the whole basketball scene when she threw up that ball and she bounced it off of her hip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was like probably the best part of the whole music video.
How?
Also, just the way her hips move.
Yeah.
The way okay, I'm not gonna lie. I play kickball, yes, embarrassing, and there is a chain link fence, and the amount of times I've jumped on it and tried to twerk.
The twerk scene?
It's so
Where's
hard
the
to
video,
do.
Manny? Where is the video?
There's just so many
pictures
giftable,
or it didn't
giftable
happen.
moments.
Right?
Yeah, seriously, girl, you need to document that. But it was just, the choreography was so good. She's such a bomb dancer.
Yeah.
So
And like to me it's crazy because I feel like, you know, like she actually really did need to be a soloist because she's such a good dancer.
Bomb.
That like I don't know if we ever would have fully seen her capabilities in Fifth Harmony as much as I love Fifth Harmony, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But just like even watching Motivation, I was like, I mean, I knew she could dance, but like she's incredible.
Yeah.
The scene in the rain, okay?
Yo,
Yeah.
When she does the split and the flip.
Yeah, like what?
I injured myself trying. I can't even do a split normally, so I don't know why I thought I
Well,
could
we've
do
seen
it.
like little snippets of her dancing in Fifth Harmony, and I remember every time there was something that went viral, I was like, ooh, I can't wait to see her like do a full thing.
Yeah.
And we finally got it, and it was just everything.
And I feel like for everybody
So good.
has that same sentiment. Everybody wanted to see Normani do
Right.
her own thing. The fact that people like Beyonce, she has even said that Beyonce has like shared, she's kept what she said specifically like private because she wants to keep it private.
Yeah.
But the fact that Beyonce is speaking to her about her talent, Rihanna is someone who's a massive fan. She's like now the first ambassador for her brand, for Savage X Fenty. So
I mean, I don't like to compare anybody to my queen,
Yeah.
but I love Normani, and I think that she could definitely get to that level
Status,
of fame,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I remember I saw her live, and I was like, this girl's it. She got it.
Right.
Because she has the stamina. A lot of performers don't have that performance factor of like they can sing while dancing at the same time. It actually sounds on
That-
key.
yeah.
You know?
Right.
Great
Amazing.
points made by Drew Dorsey.
I'm just saying, like a lot of people can't do it.
No, but it's
She does it
100%
flawlessly.
true. Yeah.
Almost 80 million people have watched this video
Yeah.
on YouTube. I know I'm at least 100,000.
Yeah, you're a majority of those.
all right, you guys. Well, that has been our favorite music videos of 2019. Of course, there is so many more that we didn't get to because, like, really, we couldn't wrap them all.
Sorry.
Time.
Honorable mention.
Yeah.
Please.
Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello for Senorita because love.
That's
Yeah.
his baby
Because-
daddy.
Yeah, because Shawn
You could
Mendes.
not mention your baby daddy.
I mean, it started everything. Sorry, continue.
And because, duh, I've been wanting to say
Also
that,
a
and I
good
just
video.
realized I didn't even mention the duh during Billie Eilish. But anyway, you guys, we want to know what your favorite music video of 2019 is and was. So drop us in the comment section and let us know, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Happy New Year.
But wait, before you go anywhere, you guys, catch up on more Clevver news right over here.
And also, guys, make sure you click that subscribe button and click that bell because you don't want to miss a single thing.
Right?
Going into 2020.